Well, welcome back everybody. I'm certain we're going to play some more Stoneshard with the Leo Geo one-handed Mace build, which I'm really excited for, and it's been going super well. We can get really, really lucky. First off, we're just quite strong, which is nice. But we gotten really lucky in some things we can find. Some really nice maces, some really nice shields, some really nice armors, a really nice ring that might have had a really nice enchantment that I, for some reason, enchanted over. Thank you for those who pointed it out. I had to record a lot of episodes, so I was really tired, and didn't realize you can barely see the green. You can barely see the blue behind it. Didn't realize it was already enchanted with something really nice when I enchanted over it. So that's kind of a loss. So we had a nice physical 3 global resistance from that, as well as like 10 healing efficiency, which would have been pretty solid. But that's okay. It happens, I guess. Just a shame. Not only could I have enchanted something else, you know, we lost something good, but you know, not the end of the world. Also, since a lot of people came by in the last week on Discord saying, hey, didn't even know you had a Discord. Oh yeah, there's a link in the description. I never talk about it, so that's probably why you never realize it. My bad. But there's a Discord I have. It's in the description. You can come by and say hi. There's lots of people there. We talk about all kinds of things. If you have pictures of pets, you better post them. I want to see pictures. I love animals. Also, there's other things to talk about. And every once in a while, one of the devs of this game come by and say something. Either chip in or answer a question or post something. Like today, Kurz, one of the game devs, came by and posted a really cool video showing off the new helmet system with the visor popping in and out and how it affects vision. Just a quick little snippet, but as far as I can tell, I haven't seen that anywhere else. Didn't see it on Reddit, didn't see it on their Discord, which makes me super cool. I can't even say that with a straight face. But anyways, I did move the caravan out here. We are outside the Rotten Willow. We'll pick it up a job. It's kind of in between, because we're like 100 points away from getting the next tier of respect here. But one, that's not enough, and two, we already have some pretty cool stuff, so kind of don't even really need to do it. We'll be able to do the tier 2 and probably tier 3 dungeons out here. Little issue. So we might as well save up even more money, get some more rep, and then go in there and go into like a proper shopping spree and probably go straight into light armor then. We'll see what kind of level we are. We're only level 11. We just happen to be super rich. So let's go ahead and get our buff. I got some food with me. We got some healing things. I'll probably take more if we have them. Possibly. Because look at these nice upgrades we have. We just gotta get more stuff. We're gonna, if we find hay, we're gonna be taking hay. If we find a bottle of oil, that's all we need for this. Pretty close to getting some nice upgrades going. Let's see. Probably don't need the other pain, but I will take that. And we're missing a bandage. Sure enough. Alright, so we should be all set. Let's go ahead and grab some water, as I poured it all in there to make food. I did use the 1 spice on this, so it lasts twice as long, which is really nice, because the Daytailor Stew really does come with a nice buff. That fatigue resistance and hunger resistance can make a big difference. Plus the diet morale is diet morale. So let's head up to the Willow and see what kind of job they have for us. Okay, well, spoiler alert if you're not aware, it's pestilence, which kind of works out, because while it's annoying, you have to listen to everybody cough. The first thing we're going to do is Echoes of the Plague anyways, so we'll immediately clear the place out, which is nice. What can you tell me about it? What's the reward? I need more. 1 day, 650. Deal. And what can you tell me about it? It's not much of a maze. And stagnant heavy reeks of stale blood. Somehow makes old... understood. Alright, not the end of the world. I think we're going to be okay. Accept. And let's see here. Yep, bad time. What do you have for sale? Nothing that I'm really dying to get. I did repair this helmet, so we're pretty good on repairs. I did repair my crowbars, so we should be solid on all that stuff. I just wanted to see. Let's get all kinds of healing things. All right, that's fair. Nobody's just selling a bottle of oil, so I'll be real mindful to try to find one. With good luck, we should be able to find one. For rumors. What do you have for sale? Okay, good special. Yeah, alright. Well, it's, of course, that's one of my big complaints about Rotten Willow is you come all the way out here and this first job is so, like, we're going to lose our vigor and our blessing almost certainly by the time we get out there. If not, it'll really run down. So here we are at 1200. We'll see what it is when we get there. Okay, so we have just shy of 500. Which is a lot more than I kind of suspected we would have. However, let's take that just in case. It's not nearly as much as I would like. I don't think I'm gonna need that. But at the same time, if I don't take them and I want it later, I'll be like, oh, that dead guy had it. Alright. Be bleeding all over the place. Pretty far. Didn't really see anything exciting. But I might take a roundabout way back. Just to see. Especially around here. If we could find ourselves... Ooh. What is that? I don't think I've ever seen anything that close to the Rotten Willow. That's like right off the road. So that could be the manor. That could be the cabin. Brand's cabin. No, you don't know. We'll have to see what that is, but that's definitely something. It could be the Lepsarium too. I really don't remember what that looks like just from that kind of half image, but it's not very common you see something that close to it. That's kind of cool. Almost makes this place seem a little bit more developed. Anyways. Okay, well, there's a lot of stuff there. So a couple problems. One, it's going to be hard to carry all these diagrams without a backpack. So there is that. Oops, that was the wrong button. No, it's okay. He's gonna die anyways. Ain't nothing. So we'll keep an eye out, look out, and see what we can get rid of. Luckily, I do have a fair amount of space on me, so hopefully that will be enough. Pick up all the diagrams of my dreams. Just put them right in the ground. God, I'd love to see it. He stepped up. He stepped him right on down. Is this boss? What's going on here? Kind of looks like a boss room. Might just be a big chapel. Oops, nope. There we go. Done. Right? Doesn't this... It got to look like a boss room. Alright. Two drawings. A disenchantment. We'll pass. I think I'm going to want it. That looks like a boss room. And me without my boss. Hello? There we go. I'm going to absolutely destroy this guy. I'm going to make a strong point to do so. Let's go ahead and... kind of puts me in an awkward position there, but... you can't stand there, so if I stand there, I can push him into it. Gotta be feeling that, right? Yeah, you are. I'm probably just gonna end him. Ooh, we bled him with the mace. That's a... something you don't see very often. Alright, well, that was the boss. It's a tier 2. Don't get too excited, right? But feeling very strong for where we are. Hey, not bad. I think it was recommended. Is it this one? No, the other cast. And it's just like, instead of having a backpack, just use this because it stores so much. But this isn't the guy. The cast that, or casket that holds like any one item. So we could just put it in there. Kind of use it as like a backpack that doesn't have to be on your back, which is, I was like, actually not a terrible idea. So maybe the next time we find one, we'll keep it. Straw. Speaking of things I want. I think we just need like 2 to be able to do something. But, I mean, to upgrade a camp. Could be difficult though, because like, while it's nice that they will sit down here and not take up much space, we'll almost certainly have to purge something. And the more that you bring back, the more bonus of a reward you get. So I very much want to do that. Ooh, time to eat my other soup. And any second, we're going to start randomly bleeding, I suspect. Let's drop those off there for now. Yeah, that's fine. What else we got here? Okay. Another trap. Random bleeding. Another diagram. Ooh. Another diagram, some healing salve. Okay. Yeah, not bad. This guy, he heard me. So did his friend. Let's see how they kind of stack up here. So he'll do that, which is fine. Get a nice daze there. Nice stun there. A nice kill. Yeah, I know the mace we have is really nice, but I feel super strong. It's good times. I don't even need Geomancy for this fight because of the single doorway. We can just push this guy around and end him. Or not. There it goes. We are doing so much damage. No traps. We'll use that one. Trap. Yeah, I'm not interested in you. Some straw, but we'll just take 2 back probably. We're gonna be tight for space. You must be tied to a pole because you didn't come after me. Disgusting. Like, what kind of decor is that, you know? Jump in there. Probably not going to be worth it. I don't see myself just having that extra space around, but if we do, then yeah, maybe. I'd rather take the 2 alcoholic drinks. Oh. I don't see it working. Oh, very nice. It working out for us, but maybe there's a way. It's my most expensive thing. Probably you? Alright. So they can't all be winners. Alright, well. Maybe. I'll find a way to make salt work. See what I'm saying? It's already starting to be a problem. Not bleeding all over him. I think it was specific that I don't bleed all over the diagrams. Jeez, I'm falling apart over here. Okay. So we don't have very many rooms left. Just wherever this goes. Oh. Hot dog. I'm convinced that the loot RNG is not quite right. Once you seem to find something, whatever number is it's using to generate that loot table, it seems to really stick. Because when you find it, you find it. Whatever it is. This guy's hanging on, man. Okay. I'm impressed with that tenacity. Nope. Okay. No, I'll pass on all that. Is that really the whole place? It just seems so quick. Search you. Like, I feel like I really have to double check. This just seems so small. Teeny weeny. Alright, I guess so. Then we get to play the fun game of how am I going to carry this all home. Sure, I'll take the silver nugget. Alright, we're going to have to make some sacrifices. And that's kind of all there is to it. Like, I don't need you. Um, merge you. I don't need you. Where does that put us? Let's go and take you. Mission accomplished. Hang up the banner. Can carry you. I don't think wolf belt's gonna happen. That's just gonna be the truth to it all. The casket is almost certainly gonna be worth it more than these. Likewise, I could get rid of the straw, but I really do need them for the bedding upgrade, which I kind of really want. So that's gonna be staying. You're not really worth it. That still puts us one short. Because you're worth a pretty decent amount of money. More than the belt. So, actually, I think it's the same, but smaller. Either way, we get the 6. This is what I really care about. Alright, let's go turn it in. Like I said, I'm probably going to take a wide berth. But once we turn this in, at least get rid of the pestilence, which will be really nice. Okay, well, it didn't take me very long in my wide berth to immediately find a camp and murder some people. Which normally isn't something I'd bring you guys back in on. Oh. Yeah, I like mine better. My Justin Cape is quite nice. Eat those, I guess. Sure, just kind of quickly take these things. It's a shame. That's a pretty nice tier 3 cloak with 12% fatigue resistance, which is something I would actually like. And that dodge chance. Alright, we'll leave it. But the point is I leveled up on murdering said people. So we'll take a quick look at that. Now, it's been almost a week since... Actually, it's been a full week since I've recorded and played this game. What was I doing? I know we were focusing, obviously, on perception and agility. Probably getting these to 20 is originally kind of what I talked about. Our accuracy still needs some love. Our fumbles right now is doing pretty decently. So we get this accuracy up some more, because once we start getting into flails, we're going to start hitting some penalties that need dealt with. Just getting perception up and getting a crit up will be pretty nice. What is our crit right now? 6? I mean, that's kind of sad, so... And this will get us up into the high 90s, which would be very nice. And then we'll have jewelry and stuff that we can wear. Enchantments, maybe. There are no enchantments for accuracy, ignore that. But we'll get this up to 20, and then probably focus on putting the rest of it in this. We'll see. We'll see how things work out. But right now, our energy usage seems to be going okay. Let me pull up my super cool preliminary build thing. That's definitely not going to get changed at all. It already kind of has. Let's see. Still iffy on what I want to do with survival, but right now that's not it. We could get Seal of Power, which would be pretty interesting. The only issue I have with Seal of Power is then we have like 2 turns of like buffing up between Hammer and Anvil and Seal of Power. Now that's like a couple turns. However, this does last a while and it is pretty good. And it would let us get to Body and Spirit, which is what I really want. That's going to work with his passive really nicely. How is Geomancy looking? Okay. I don't know if I want Rune of Sustention. Not just because I can't say it, but also because it could be one that we could just bypass. Cooldown duration, crit avoidance, and things like that are quite nice. Yeah, sure. But do we really need it? Probably not. And if it means getting something like Runic Explosion, I think that would be a lot more useful. In fact, I was kind of thinking over the week that I haven't played that Runic Explosion, even though it's not quite as cool as Boulder Toss. It's pretty cool. But this might actually not be as great as this. Simply because, 1, it does replenish max energy, which is really nice. But 2, I'll be using it a lot more because Runic or Boulder Toss, you pop it up and then you throw it, and that's kind of it. Also, as is, it's really expensive mana-wise. God, so's that. Jeez. But this guy, I can just pop up, hit a bunch of people with it, and then pop it. And it's just flying rock shrapnel everywhere, which is super cool. But I think with this is just a single target. And it can do a lot of damage, but, you know, so can this. So, I don't know. We'll see. But why not both? If I can skip this and get both, I think that's more practical, which is what that long rant is really talking about, I guess. Armored combat, maybe. Athletics. The sooner we get dash, the better. I mean, Sun Lynch is so good. But we are stunning people so much that it kind of might not matter whether or not we put them on cooldown. That's going to change when we start getting into late game heavy armor, those. Where push the falling, I think, would be a lot more useful. Since with push the falling, it doesn't matter how I stun or stagger them or daze them, which means all my geomancy can get me energy too. The only problem is I'm almost certainly not going to use Mighty Kick. And not this time is actually pretty nice for avoiding dazes and stuns. Like overall, I still feel like this is much stronger. Regardless, we're going to get dash, so we can get elusive. That's going to be pretty crucial to the build. What else? Is that pretty much it? Can't unlock anything else. All right, let's go. I mean, we could do survival. Could get cauterized, which I wouldn't hate. Start working towards first aid, which is really nice. Still on my mind about which one I want to use between these two, but we'll see. For now, let's just go with disengage. Will give us some bonuses other than just being able to walk away from enemies, but sometimes I do want to do that. Increasing fumble, decreasing accuracy, and crit chance to all nearby enemies is actually pretty solid. So, might not be the most flashy level ups, but there it is. What else do we have? Okay, that's it. All right, I'll keep on walking home, I guess. All right, well, let's go ahead and turn this guy in. You can charge around here. I'm all done with my contract. And we gave him some extra stuff, so he's going to be real happy with it. Look at that. It's going to be, what, like 600? We got it. 1,400 something? It was going to be 6, wasn't it? Anyways, very nice bonus there. And with Bryn, we're now at Ammon, which is great. So when we go back there, we should be able to buy a lot of things. I have to unlock those vendors, though, which is kind of a shame. And we're at Benevolence with the Rotten Willow. 263, quite nice. 655, because we dealt with these situations. So huge jump for us, which is quite nice. All right, well, let's get back to camp. Take a nice rest. We need to relax a little bit. We're tired and all that. And we'll let this situation the town's dealing with actually clear up. Okay, back at camp. I did sleep a little bit and stuff. Let's see. We should have... Oh no, we still need one more straw. Oh, I should have taken that other one. We didn't have room for it, but that's okay. Or we could make you, which isn't nearly as flashy as this, but that's okay, I guess. Chances are I'm not finding any straw anytime soon either. God, we have a lot of upgrades. I'm already in the bag, which is nice. Except for this guy. We need to get that guy. And this guy. We need to get that guy too. Alright, well, it's here. We might as well do it. So at least we have something. And then I'll go and take this. Oh, we're pretty hungry. We're gonna have to buy some food. When we get it, what kind of creatures live there? There's a beast in close by. Okay. Cool. Trolls. Oh no. Something happens to you there. At least I'll know where to find your body. I'd hate to leave you without a proper burial. Okay. So that's trolls. Let's not go there. And that looks like the manor, I think. It's still really cool that it's right there. And look how close this guy is. Kind of close. There's lots of stuff around. Let's head up here. We will go ahead and pick up some food. Probably pick up something to eat now and something to eat later. Oh, I think there's really going to be anything to repair on me. Oh my god. Well, let me drop these things off. I forgot to put things away. Okay, where are we? So I reorganized my stuff, which will be quite nice. Will be nice and dealt with. And, what do you have for sale? I should have a bunch of new stuff. Yeah, I'd say. Nothing that I would get super excited about. It's not like that Manshire Fair. That place was quite nice. Let's go ahead. We'll pick you up because I kind of like the idea of having you. There's so many green salads that my body doesn't even want to consume them. Okay, fine. I'll eat that instead. How hungry am I still? Still pretty hungry. Let's go ahead and buy the other one too. We're going to be mushroom people. Nothing else. Tier 2 boots. Yeah, I was kind of hoping. I always think this is like a tier 3 or a tier 4. I think this is a tier 4. It's not. Long Gamison's pretty solid. That dodge and block chains is pretty nice. But he's not going to sell any tier 4 stuff. That wouldn't really make sense at this point. But eventually he will. All right, so what's going on at that other job? A cleansing ritual. Okay. This will be our first tier 3, which is kind of a big deal. What should I expect? What's the reward? I need more. 1 day, 1080. Deal. What can you tell me about it? It's an impressive structure. I'm bringing some hot wings, so we're going to be okay. And Vile Sorcery, Eternal Rest of anyone buried in the crypt. As wraiths. A gruesome fate. Yeah, I would say. Alright, well, I don't really care for that. I don't think that means Well of Souls. I think that just means that there's going to be ghosts, which is not ideal. But we are in pretty good shape, so I think he's saying, with a lot of hopium, that things will be just fine. So we'll see. Okay, I accept. And while I disagree with that amount of money, I'll say fair. I got the statue, and, well, this is where I'm going to wrap things up. It's not typically how I do things, but I'm already like 2 days behind on recording because I was out of town. So I need to get this episode out so the people who are lovely members can watch it early. Speaking of my lovely members, I'd like to thank them right now. We have, of course, some new ones, which I'm really happy for. Sebi B, what's his face? I'm going to butcher this one even though I practice it. Grafosomaniac, Weru, Ben L, Adam S, Bombadier GM, which I was saying Brigadier, but I'm not. I'm a civilian. I don't know. Magnus the Pious, Blake T, Nix, Kirk M, Philomac, Austin R, Sega Only Me, Karnak, Luke M, Siegfried, Alex S, Mr. Jesus. I don't know why I almost butchered that. To Fear the Reaper, Nubs Blaze, Jack SMD, Blessed X, Espen B, Cheap Dates, Ray Bell, James O, Lavender S, Red the Reckless, Tango X-Ray 9er, Alec, Confined Poet, Ozak, and of course Triple. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I hope you guys enjoy this episode early, and even if you're not a channel member, enjoying episodes early like them. I appreciate you coming by, hanging out, leaving comments. That means the world to me. Come by the Discord, check it out. I don't usually plug it because I hate plugging things, but apparently people don't know about it, and there's cool stuff going on there. So, take care, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.